Hello everybody, this is your boy, the Almighty Green Times. You can see I'm at work. But before I get right into the video, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to smash the likes. And don't forget to comment after the video is complete. And to all the ones who are viewing my videos without subbing the channel, please do so by subbing this channel and commenting after each video that you have seen. Because I got over 1,000 videos here that you are able to preview from early year 2017 up until now. Please go ahead and view them and comment and let me know what you think. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, this video is about Sean Desai and Brian Johnson. Now, the speculation, according to Eagle fans, that they want both of these guys out of Philadelphia, and rightfully so. They have right to think that way. But the point is, I don't think these guys are going to go anywhere no time soon because for the longest, they have been saying the same thing, quote unquote, every week about putting players in position to win games. They're also talking about personnel-wise. Now, this is getting kind of sick, tiring. And for me to be a fan of 43 years, to see the team win their first Super Bowl back in 2017, this is when the Eagles had a mixture of good veterans, offense, defense, special teams, and a very good coaching staff, a la Doug Peterson. Now, things in the last 2 or 3 years have been pretty good, and the Eagles started off on a hot streak, going 10-0. Well, actually 8-0 before the game against the 49ers and the New York Jets, which, by the way, a game we should have won. And when you run the same style of offense day in, I'm sorry, day in, but week in, week out. Well, you remember what's the day in, day out, because they practice the same offense during the course of the week. So you remember what I say week in, week out, day in, day out. Man, well, I don't see any changes going into this offense, and it's really pissing me off because I said it several times over. You need to put Hurts on the center more. Now, going back to 2021, we have seen Hurts on the center, but that's when Sean Steichen was the coach, with the offensive coordinator. Then they had him on the center quite a bit, even last season. But now this year, you see him on the center at all. I think he only been on the center once this season, but I want to see him on the center more because, see, when you're on the center, you're able to run play action passes and you can do the RPOs a whole lot better. But when Jalen Hurts is off about 3 or 4 yards away from the center, when the center had to hike the ball to him, and you really can't see the field much when you are in shotgun all the time, because when you're in shotgun all the time, most teams play zone. You play zone against shotgun offenses, and a lot of teams know that. And so the situation is, if you were on a center more, then you can see the defense more. You can see all the plays. You can see all the motion going on defense. You can see where the linebackers are. You can see where the safeties are. But when you are in RPO shotgun all the time, you're gonna see less zones, and so teams are going to rush for sometimes 5 or 6 and bring blitzes, and that confuses the quarterback. And that's one of the reasons why Hurts has been holding on to the football for so damn long, to the point where he had to find somebody open to get the ball out. And if he can't do that, he's taking hits and taking sacks and knockdowns majority of the time. And I blame that mostly on the offensive call, but I didn't know that Nick Sirianni has say on the offense. He shouldn't have, because if he gave Shane Steichen the play call a couple of years ago, before he left this offseason to become head coach, he wasn't under Shane Steichen then. So why would you want to be under Brian Johnson? Let Brian Johnson have the freedom to play call. I think if he had the freedom to play call like he gave Shane Steichen, we would probably see a whole better offense. We will probably see Hurts on the center more. We will probably see 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, because we don't see that a lot. We mostly see the tight end either out wide a whole lot more than inside blocking. Now, if Goddard was playing, that would make a big difference, because then you can do the tight end screen like we're capable of, like we've been doing all the time. So you can't really blame injury to the offense, because you still got capable tight end. Now, some of these guys getting hurt is an issue too. But see, the point is, you're supposed to make better with the players you have on the field. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes players getting hurt can cause you to change your offense, but you shouldn't really change your offense not much, because you still got Jack Stowe, you still got AJ, and you still got Zacchaeus, and you still got Smith. You can come up with better plays to get the ball out of Hurts' hands in a hurry. But then see, also you got to also run the football. So you got two running backs that can run the football, but a lot of players are not too keen. I mean, not of fans ain't too keen to game well, but they want to see DeAndre Swift more, and rightfully so. I want to see him more too. But how are we going to see him more when you abandon the run more than anything in the entire NFL? And teams know we're not going to run the ball effectively, so they'll send run blitzes to make the Eagles get out of the run, and they won't let Hurts prefer to pass the ball 80% of the time. And that's one of the reasons why he keep getting hit, he keep getting hurt, he keep getting sacked, knocked down, all the negative things that pertain to the quarterback and to the run game. I think if you run him if you run with a whole lot more, you would get a lot of production, because I feel if you run the football, you can play action pass, and Hurts haven't did much play action pass none this season. He did some play action passes last year, but this season we haven't seen out a single play. We haven't seen out a single play action pass at all. It's like he get the ball, he get 2 or 3 steps, drop, look at the field, and get the ball out. But teams have been noticing that, and so that's one reason why we see a lot of zone coverages. When you do zone, you can't complete the ball, so you hold onto the ball a little longer than what you should, and then you wind up getting hit, you wind up getting sacked. You put your players in position to get hurt. Like, for example, DeAndre Swift in the 49ers game, they gave the ball to Swift on a pass, and Swift got hit pretty hard, and that caused him to leave the game, and he didn't come back in the game at all. And Hurts also got hit as well, not by one player, but 2 players. He wound up going into the locker room to see if he had any concussions. Come to find out he didn't, thank God for that. But see, this offense is putting Hurts in position to get hurt, and that's what I'm beginning to see a whole lot lately. Hold on for a minute. Excuse me. And so we've been seeing Hurts get hurt a whole lot lately, and that's a problem to me, and it's a deal breaker for the fans. And the fans have a right to say what they want to say, think the way they want to think, and most importantly, feel how they want to feel. Because the comments the fans are saying based off their emotion and feelings. And Sean decided this offseason, when they brought him in, he said that he want the fans to feel the defense. Now, how is that when you don't bring no blitzes, you rush 4, and you got linebackers that ain't that very good? How? And that is so crazy. When your linebackers like Nick Morrow, now Nick Morrow is not a coverage linebacker. He is a downhill linebacker that can make tackles, not in space, because he's very good in space. He can make tackles in space, but he is not a coverage linebacker. Zach Cunningham is a coverage linebacker. And since he's been hurt, Nick Morrow has been playing most of Zach Cunningham's spot, and that's not what he does. That's one of the reasons why he missed that tackle on what was his name, on Debo. He went for a tackle on Debo, but he was in a position because he thought Debo was gonna come at him, but Debo went to his right, and when he went to his right, he went to his right to make the tackle, and Debo just shoved him off because it was a would-be tackle that did not amount to anything, and then Debo wound up going all the way down to the end zone for the score. So that's one reason why our defense is ranked under 25 in the league because of our defensive play calls. And when you ain't got linebackers to complement the pass, you're gonna have issues with the run. And that's one of the reasons why Debo had them 3 touchdown runs, and that's one of the reasons why McCaffrey had been cutting up on our ass. And one way he break them long runs because we got linebackers that can't make tackles. And then you got what's his name? Then you got Slay, who don't like to tackle. He said that in his podcast. He don't like tackling. So if you don't like tackling, why are you on this team? Why are you here? The Eagles haven't had tackling corners in years. We've had Troy Vincent, we had Bobby Taylor, we had Sheldon Brown, who is my favorite, and then you had Leo Shepard. And Leo Shepard wasn't much of a tackler, but he did tackle when need be. Those were our last 4 corners we had that can tackle. Our last 4 corners. I can't mention the Green Goblin because Green Goblin tackled, but he wasn't much of a tackler. And we also had what is his name? The guy came over from the Patriots, number 22. We had him, and he tackled. He tackled every now and then, but he wasn't that much of a tackler. So the Eagles have had some tackling corners, and yet we don't have no tackling corner this time, and that's what hurts me the most. I understand that you are to zone the wide receiver or follow him, if you will. I understand that, but still, you can't allow the wide receiver to get past you. At least make an effort to make the tackle. Stop pushing them out of bounds. Because pushing them out of bounds, that's nothing. Make the tackle. Make the form tackle. Take them down to the ground. That's what I want to see. I want to see, and same could be saying for Bradbury. Bradbury, he will hit you, but Bradbury is a different corner. I mean, he will tackle. I give him that, but he's in between Lito Shepard and Troy Vincent. That's what Bradbury. He be between those two, but he will tackle. And then on the person that making the hits in Blankenship. Blankenship can't do this by himself. Bryant, he's a tackler. He's a good tackler too. So you got to have equal corners to complement your safeties. And if you don't have if you can't complement either or, you're gonna have problems tackling the wide receiver or tight end or running back coming on these zone runs for scores. And Debo had 3 touchdowns on 3 zone offensive plays. 3. And I was watching the game with my cousin. I couldn't even get mad. I couldn't even get upset and mad because if I was by myself, I would be. But I was on my cousin's house, so I had to show some type of respect. But then I'm watching the game myself, and I'm completely blown away. I couldn't even show how much anger I was when I watched that game. That game pissed me off. I really didn't want no more. I really didn't even want to watch no more of that game after the third quarter. I really didn't, because what I saw was a complete embarrassment on defense. Offense can do as much as they could, but when your offense built on the field more than your defense, your offense can't have any play calls corrected where you complete plays because the defense on the opposing team already know what you're doing or what you're making an attempt to do. So that's the reason why Hurts got knocked out the game for a little bit. That's why DeAndre Swift got hit the way he did. And that's one of the reasons why our tight ends didn't do much because they knew exactly what the offense was going to be. We have a predictable offense. When you can't run the football, your offensive calls become predictable. And teams can just sit back, rush forward, and get to the quarterback, or get to the running game, or get to the running game on a so-called run play. That deliberately pisses me off. It really did. And so I'm not. And then again, not in the game against Dallas, and the Eagles are not favored to win the football game. Dallas are favored to win the game by 3.5 points, and rightfully so, because Dallas are 5-0 at home this season. They're 5-0. Hold on just a minute. The Eagles were 4-0. We 4-1 now because we got one home loss against an NFC conference opponent. That one loss hurts just a little bit. It hurts quite a bit. So we got to give Dallas their first home loss so we can stay kind of competitive in the NFC conference play for first round bye and home field advantage. Right now we clinched the playoff spot, but we ain't got the berth and we ain't got the home field because we need help. At first we didn't need no help, but that loss now forces us to have hurt and help from opposing teams that at least have 3 losses. You got the Cowboys with 3 losses. You got the Detroit Lions with 3 losses. You got I think it's 2 more other teams with 3 losses. 4-9 with 3 losses. Them 3 teams that I can think of have, and I think Detroit. I think Seattle got 3 losses too. So you got 4 teams with 3 losses, and they got 9 wins. I really don't know what to say because our offense is ranked. Our offense is ranked in the teens, and our defense is ranked below 25 in the league. And that's one of the reasons why when they signed Darius Leonard, the man ain't nothing more than a Band-Aid. He ain't here to solve our woes, because our woes is on the back end of our linebackers. That's where our woes lies. And to sit here and talk about our cornerbacks lets me wonder, did Howie Roseman did right getting these guys on a 3-year deals? I tell you this, if the Eagles make the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl and win it, that's fine. But if we don't get to the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs and we lose in the division conference championship, I believe Howard Roseman is going to go to Bradbury, and I believe he's going to go to Slay and have these guys to take reduced money. That's what I really believe, because the way they both are playing now lets me know that the Eagles have overpaid for these 2 corners. That lets me know. And that means that in this NFL draft, they're going to have to draft a cornerback, an up-and-coming young cornerback that can cover, that can tackle, that can do things to help the front 4. Because when your line, because I said it 1,000 times over, when your corners can't complement the defensive line can't get no rush. They can't get to the quarterback. So your back end and your defense got to do better for the defensive line to hit home. And for the last 6 weeks, we haven't hit home because our cornerbacks have been bad, making tackles, wide receivers getting past them on these in-out routes, and these stop and go when they stop and they cut left or cut right, or stop on a dime, cut left and cut right. Our cornerbacks have been having issues with that, and teams know it, and that's one of the reasons why the 49ers won, and then that won beat us, and that's why New York Jets beat us the way they did, because they knew where to hit us at. And the Jets game should have been no loss, like I said in the video, and many videos before. That's a game we should not have lost, but we did. Because we lost because we couldn't do what we want to do on offense and couldn't do what we want to do on defense. That's why our defense is ranked in the top, in the lower 25, because of our defensive backfield. And I'm talking about the third string defense, the cornerbacks. That's what we hurting at badly. So I don't see the Eagles doing anything differently on defense. Now we're gonna see what Shaq Leonard brings to the tackling, because Shaq is a true off-ball linebacker. Somebody we should have drafted in the first round this year, because there have been a lot of off-ball linebackers that were drafted this year. The Detroit Lions drafted an off-ball linebacker. The Eagles need an off-ball linebacker. They need one. Darius Leonard is an off-ball linebacker, a true off-ball linebacker. He can make tackle in space. He can come up to the line and make tackle, and he can also blitz, because he's that good of a linebacker. But he's had back-to-back injuries on his back, and that's what implemented his release from the Colts. So he's been healthy, but the question is, can he make foreign tackles? Can he bend his back and stop the run? Because if running back comes right at him and he make a tackle, he can't bend his back, because he bend his back, he may break something again back there that can cause him to miss the season, and could be the end of his career. So that's why I don't see him making tackles running back. I don't see it happening. So that could be up to Nick Morrow to do that. And so Sean Desai got to put these players in position to win these games, because if not, we're going to lose more to come. And that really bothers me a lot. Brian Johnson going to get a little bit more creative in his play calling. Now I saw that last Sunday against the 49ers, where they had 4 wide receivers on one side and a tight end. 3 receivers and tight end. That was good. That's using your mind right there. If we can see a little bit more of that, be a little bit more creative with the play calling, the Eagles will win more games, because I noticed when they did it, the 49ers didn't know who to cover. Keep being creative with the play calling, but Nick Sirianni need to stay out of the play calling. I didn't know he was doing all that. I really didn't even know. Because he gave Shane Steichen the freedom to play call, and he did real well with Hurts last season. Brian Johnson don't got that freedom, and I don't understand why Nick Sirianni has any say on it. He shouldn't. He's hindering. If that's true, if he is hindering the play calling, he is hindering Hurts. He's doing a whole lot. He's doing something he shouldn't be doing. I mean, I understand it's your offense, but let your offensive coordinator call the play that suits the quarterback to suit the play and the center. Hold on. Because remember, the center got to make the play calls according to what the play that's being called from the sidelines. If Hurts if he in the huddle and makes the play call, Kelsey has to make the similar play call, or the right play call on the line, know who to block to get the play called and correct. That's how it works. That's how it works. And then when Hurts try to make in last week's game against the Buffalo Bills, the game that can't be won, he tried to change the play at the line, and Kessler said no. He didn't want to change the play. And then when they actually ran the play worked for a first down. So that's why I said when Hurts makes the play that's being called from the sidelines, Kelsey got to make the play, the right play on the line for the both 2 guards and the right and left tackle to complement what play that's being called and know who to block to get the play off. If that don't work, then there's going to be sacks, hits, knockdowns, and possible injuries behind the line of scrimmage. You know, we can't have no more of that. We can't have no more of that. Brian Johnson had the freedom to make the play call. That's just my opinion on it. And I'm quite sure some of y'all agree. If you don't agree, comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Should Brian Johnson have the freedom to play call, or should Nick Sirianni have his say on what plays need to be called to hinder not only Hurts, but also the offensive line and also the running game and the passing game. Let me know what you think. Also, should Sean decide do more with the defense? What I mean by that is, should he blitz more? I say yes. Because you got Shaq Leonard. Shaq Leonard can blitz. He also have to beat the cover, and he also is a true off-ball linebacker. So let me know what you guys think at the comment section below. Let me know what you think, because this is very important. And like I said, this for me to make a video this long, of 25, 30 minutes long, 25 minutes and 30 seconds long, that should let you know right there my emotions. I'm coming out with the emotions now, because I let Sunday, I had to process it. I let Sunday pass, I let Monday pass, I let Tuesday pass, today is Wednesday now. So I'm letting you guys know, because this really bothers me. It really bothers me going into the game against the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are our favorite 3.5 because of our horrible defense. So when they said that they put Darius Leonard in the 50-man roster, that's why they cut a couple of players. They had one guy on the practice squad they cut, and I think they cut Josiah Scott, I believe. I think that's his name. They cut 2 players to make room for Darius Leonard. That I do know. But also they trying to get Zach Ertz too. Now the question is, see, Zach Ertz knows the offense. He knows it very well. It's because he was here when Nick Sirianni first started, so he knows the offense. So if he come in and play right away, and those 11 catches, the 11 catches that he need to pass Carmichael for the most catches by one team, that'd be wonderful to have. But for the time being, we can't think about that right now. Our main purpose is winning games and getting to the playoffs, getting the first round bye, and getting the #1 seed. Because if we go to San Francisco, we are sure to lose out there, because San Francisco, they were all red, and that's like going to Kansas City. Kansas City were all red. So it's a sea of red that them guys see. Kansas City Park is one of the worst places to go to have home field advantage, because if you go there, you won't win for sure. You got to be on your money and on your game to beat San Francisco on their home turf. If you don't, you're going to lose out there. The same can be said for Kansas City. Going up there, you're going to have to be on your game to beat Mahomes and Andy Reid and then offense. And it's like playing, in other words, you're not playing the team, you're playing the fans, because the fans is the one that makes the call. They don't make the call, but they yell so loud where you can't hear your own play call from the sidelines. The same can be said for Candlestick Park. They yell out there to a point where you can't hear your calls. So you definitely want to go there. That's why staying home in Philadelphia is the most important in the world to have. And this game against San Francisco, this loss, stings. It stings bad. It stings really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to have to win these last several games to have at least some respectability for home field. And this is your boy coming back to another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for I guess they got me out 3 or 4 times to make sure the lights stay on, but I just want you guys to know where I stand on this whole situation, because I am really, really I'm optimistic, but I'm a little bit concerned about our defensive play call, offensive play call. I'm a little concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? So this is how I feel. I'm quite sure you guys feel the same way. If so, comment and let me know what your feelings really are. And I am the Almighty Green Talents. You guys enjoy your Wednesday, and then no more videos to come, and I'm out of here.